Dave.
Ian.
I am lucky to be alive.
Really?
I'm lucky to be alive. Greetings and salutations. Apex adjacent. Blah, blah, blah.
And I guess we're all lucky to be alive, too, I guess. Or maybe are we?
You know.
Okay, go on. Yeah. Okay.
I've had, I'm going to say 4 near-death experiences in the last few days. And that is directly related, has a direct correlation with the number of Lyfts that I've taken in St. Louis.
Oh, shit gets real out there.
I don't know what it is, because I'm from, 4 hours up the road. I'm not that far away.
Right.
And I forgot. It's been a long time since I've driven through St. Louis. Everybody is insane.
So I think one thing that you may not know about, like, kind of this, like you said, you're from like 4-ish hours north of there, right? Like
yeah.
And on top of that, you live south of there, right?
I've driven through St. Louis many, many a time. It's been a long time since I have.
Right. I have a theorem that there is like the Ozark proximity insanity circle. Kind of the closer you are to Lake of the Ozarks, the more insane things happen. And it's not necessarily like it's just crazy things. It's like crazy, but like with just a real, like Missouri, every state has their own version of rednecks, like a real Missouri kind of like redneck trajectory or spin. Yeah.
Every Lyft I've been in since I've been here, and everybody that I'm traveling with has reported the exact same experience. Because like we all took some Lyfts to like a team dinner thing last night, and we all got out of our respective cars. We were like, "Was that insane?" Like, but everybody is. All of the controls are binary. Like it is full throttle from the moment you get in the car. Are you bolted in? Maybe, maybe not. Full throttle, just accelerating towards red lights. Mm-hmm. The merging is minimum 2 lanes. There's no merge and then get over and then get over. You're crossing multiple lanes. Minimum. And you go far right to far left and then far left to exit. And that seems to be the only protocol that exists here.
Okay. It's been a while since I've been in that area of the country, so I assume it's kind of escalated in a very Missouri way, because I mean, like highway driving in general, traffic, I think that in the last 2 or 3 years, we've seen stuff that we would never regularly see 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
We just do.
Yeah.
And I think that like when these things kind of like, when they evolve, when they mutate, right? Yeah. Evolve is not, no, it's not getting better. It is absolutely mutating. Devolving, right? They're doing it in their own kind of ways, right? And I feel like in Colorado, we have like very like slithery snakes through traffic. Right.
But I don't know. I think in Colorado, if anything, fucking no one is in a hurry. There's like 3 people on the road in a hurry, and everybody else is nowhere to be. It's Italy-esque here, how much everybody is vying for the same pice of asphalt. Like,
okay.
Never seen anything like it in the States as much. But
wow.
Man, it's wild. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So what kind of like precautionary measures would you take in a Lyft? Like, do you try to like talk to the Lyft driver if you're starting to get scared? Like what, like, or are you just like, well, like this car probably has working airbags, so I'm not going to like freak out unless like shit gets really real?
Yeah, I try to, if it's real scary, I just disassociate a bit and I find it funny. Right. Okay. Like I'm probably going to die in this car. That's hilarious.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. And we should say notoriously bad passenger you are.
I am a better passenger in the rear seat than I am in the front seat.
Ah, okay. All right.
Because I think I'm control adjacent in the front seat.
Button adjacent.
Yeah. I was like, I could hit 2 buttons and fix this.
You've never wanted
But in
to
the back
take
seat, it's like this is somebody else's problem. It's like being on an airplane. Like, why are you going to panic about turbulence? There's nothing you can do.
Right, exactly. Yeah. The decision was made when you stepped on the plane. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Right.
nothing that could happen from here. Like, you've never wanted to disengage sport mode so bad in your entire life.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and turn traction control back on. Yeah. Okay.
Now, I will say when I did do this trip, which I've never done before, is this is the first time I've ever taken an Amtrak for a work trip.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I had to be in St. Louis, and what I did was I flew to Chicago to see a concert,
which I assume
and
was
then
amazing.
It was really good. Yeah, it was great.
Okay.
And then I took the train from Chicago to St. Louis, and it was awesome. Like,
Okay.
I bought the most expensive ticket I could. It was $75 for business class.
No way. Okay.
Yeah. It took 4.5 hours. The train was 5 minutes late getting there, and it was great. I loved it.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. Yeah. It was fantastic. Like, there's no way I would want to drive. Like, driving from Chicago to St. Louis is really boring.
Right.
But the train was lovely. Like, I read, I did work. There's Wi-Fi.
Okay. Yeah.
Got coffee. It was great.
Yeah. Was it? Yeah. Talk me through the accoutrement, like what you'd get that you like compare it to like an airplane. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. The best thing about it is that you can just like roll up like 15 minutes before the train leaves, and they still haven't boarded. They take like 10 minutes to board the thing.
Oh, this is Ian style right here. Yeah.
Yeah. I arrived way too early.
Which is hilarious for you.
Roll up.
Yeah.
I know. You could roll up super late because they don't even tell you in Chicago. They don't even tell you what track you're boarding at because they don't want people milling around by the trains until like literally like 15 minutes before departure.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then you line up and you go out to the train and you just like sit down wherever, and that's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's so great, man. Okay.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I loved it.
Like decent.
Highly recommend. Yeah.
Yeah, like decent coffee, like good like work table space, like
the food was not good.
Okay.
I did have a breakfast sandwich that did not agree with me. That was a real mistake.
Oh no, a train breakfast Sammy.
Yeah, and I had more than enough time to get breakfast before I got to the station. I should have just done that, and I didn't. And I got coffee, which is just like on par with like hotel coffee. Like, it was serviceable.
Right,
is the best I could say about it.
It was a caffeine conduit.
Yes.
Okay. How bad does coffee have to be before you punt to like a soda? Pretty bad for you, right?
Oh, really bad. Yeah. Really, really bad. And then I'll go, Red Bull or something. But
okay,
man.
Yeah.
What about you? Will you just not drink coffee?
Oh no, I am absolutely chemically dependent. Yeah, better living through chemistry, my friend. I will drink the sludgiest sludge that's ever sludged before. But like, I mean, when I was riding bikes all the time, I would slam like a Coke and a Snickers like halfway through like a long ride. But
right.
You wouldn't want to do that with coffee. But yeah. I don't know. I almost never go caffeinated soda ever. And it's like, that's when like the only caffeinated soda that I ever like have is like a Barks root beer, the one with bite, and that's because it's like the only root beer that's available. And I'm like, oh, I guess it's 1 p.m. I guess I can have half of an 8 ounce of Barks. Yeah.
Yeah. I think, Yeah, I don't drink a lot of soda, so but yeah, I have only a few times in my life have I ever had a cup of coffee that like I couldn't it was
Yeah.
so bad I couldn't finish it. And like
Right.
one time I did get like a cup of gas station coffee. This was in Oklahoma, and I just remember I took one sip and I had walked out and I was just like, nope. And I dumped it on the sidewalk and walked right back in and bought a Red Bull. And I was like, I can't today. I cannot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would load it up with cream and sugar before I made the energy drink choice. Yeah.
It was because that's normally my go-to is I'll
Right.
put a bunch of cream and sugar in it, like if I need to choke it down. But it was just something about it was just like it just angered me
Yeah.
that it was
yes.
so bad.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So not only
like I'll show you by spending more money.
yeah, not only were you dealing with like bad coffee, you were dealing with emotions around bad coffee.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. They did the coffee at you. Yeah.
Yeah. The coffee was bad to me.
Yes. Yeah. So when you were on the train, I'm really curious about this because I've never taken like a train beyond like
an intercity train.
I have done New Jersey into New York City before, like
okay.
So I've gone across like that kind of like bridge and tunnel stuff. Just done that once, and then so I've never really like taken like a train where like I'm actually traveling.
Right.
Did you have any of those moments where like you were just flying past standstill traffic? Just like playing Balatro on your phone, just like suckers.
In the very beginning, because you're going through downtown Chicago, there's a little bit of that. But then you're pretty quickly in like cornfields and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think like one thing that I would be hesitant of is like if I felt like I wanted to like leave outside of like a schedule. Right. Like I wanted to be able to leave when I wanted to, like that kind of stuff, like, but I don't really see any other reason why, like my wife and I wouldn't take a train somewhere,
Yeah. And luckily, so there was like a little light rail thing that goes from the Amtrak station to, I'm staying down by the convention center in St. Louis. So I was able to do that. And then everything else, I've just been able to take my life into my own hands in a Lyft. Or walk too. I've been walking around a lot. So yeah. It's been good.
Okay. Yeah. I like that at some point it could get so bad Lyft wise that you actually like look at the hotel minibar as a viable nourishment source. Like, yeah, these peanuts are $73, but is it worth my life? Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And I considered after the first Lyft incident, I was like, maybe I should just rent a car. And then
but then you would be on the street with those people.
True. But then again, I can hit the buttons, so that's in my head, that's better.
True.
Even if it's probably not.
Yeah, true. They would have to fill out the insurance forms. You wouldn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're the passenger. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, man. Good luck. This is.
Thank you.
I want to hear like who else is listening that like feels like they may have like a crazy like ride share kind of ecosystem in their area. Like that's because I want to know like what these spins are. Right. Yeah.
I'm telling you, it was bonkers. The first one I was in, I was like, oh my God, I got a live one. And then it was the second one I was like, wow, 2 in a row. And then the third one, I was like, wait a second.
Okay. Yeah. Well, speaking of getting chauffeured, I think that I wanted to talk to you about something that isn't in the talkabouts, Ian. We didn't discuss this beforehand, so we're coming in cold on this one. Okay. So I bought a Lexus LS460 without telling you, right? Like I had purchased it. It was in my driveway. I had it for a touch of time. This was during, pretty heavy COVID lockdown times, right? And I revealed it to you on the podcast. Like you were no part of the decision or anything like that beforehand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ian, I want to do the opposite of that. I want you to sell me an LS. No, I am getting the hankering for a different LS, a different Lexus LS. So I'm thinking about buying a 2013 to 2017 LS. And I want to run you through like a few of the options that I've come across and like what you think about like what options I should be looking for. I'll tell you what I'm looking for, and kind of I want to bring you in because I think it's getting to the point now where like I can tell I'm making enough online searches that this is probably going to happen.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Now, I do want to point out that in the past, I think you stopped asking me for my opinion on car purchases because I have bad ideas.
Well, see, here's the thing. I'm already telling you that it's going to be a Lexus LS.
Right. Very specific. This generation, because already in my head, I'm like, you know what you should do?
Okay. All right. Let's go down that rabbit hole. Okay. So like, let's say I'm going to spend about $30,000 on a car, Ian. Okay.
30 grand. You could get an old Bentley for that.
Ian, this is so the goal of this car is reliable daily driver.
Coolest car you can get.
Reliable.
I understand. We're saying the same thing.
Is there like a Google Meets translation feature that I can enable, like sanity?
I'm not sure, baby.
Sanity.
Do you have a filter on?
Okay. All right. So you know how I'm going to counter this. Okay.
Yeah.
But honestly, if you have another idea, let me know.
I mean, have you looked on like the Japanese import ones? Like, are there any like cool JDM luxury cars that share enough parts that you could like reasonably keep it going, but also, you know, get a little style in there as well, like a Nissan President or something like that.
Okay, I can tell
or
you
a Crown.
I promise I will go down that rabbit hole and investigate. Yes. Because the previous decision making up until now has been, do I want an LX 570, the SUV, or do I want an LS 460? Like some of the LS 500s are starting to get into what I could afford, but those are the twin turbo V6s. And I like, given that Lexus has killed the V8 already, I kind of want a V8 Lexus car, you know?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that engine is so delightful. It's so smooth and so nice, right?
It is. Why do you want to get rid of the one you have?
You know, I think it's starting to get a touch overheaty in the summertime. Like it's getting to the point where like, do I want to spend like $5,000 on a bunch of work on it? Or do I just want to buy like cause my current one has 173,000 miles, which is not bad. Right. Or do I want to buy like an 80 or a $60,000 or 60,000 mile LS? And then that might be the last car I ever own. You know, right? Yeah. And so I want something with passenger seat memory because my current car doesn't have it. And I like my wife to have her captain's position saved, right? And then I would really love massaging seats.
Okay.
Because
when did that get introduced in the LS?
I think the lumbar massage came out in 2015, and then I think the years after that, like they kept improving it.
Okay.
And then I wanted to see, because I've kind of been looking at Lexus LS 460Ls, the long wheelbase, which is 6 inches longer. Okay. For the ones that have the executive seating package.
Yeah.
Where it's just the two buckets in the back.
Does that impact the amount of shit that you can pile into it?
Well, yeah, because I think that I have now that like now that like reliably I have access to an SUV, right? My wife's 460 or
Right.
RX 450h.
Mhm.
I think I'm not so concerned about like being able to like throw like all the stuff to go to the track in it, like
Right. Okay.
so much stuff for lemons. I feel like there's better ways to manage that stuff than what I've done historically. Yeah.
Okay.
So it'd be like LS with like, the executive seating if I could get it, just because I think that'd be freaking cool. Right.
Yeah.
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 And, that's only in the long wheelbase.
Mhm.
And that, or like, like, do I want all-wheel drive? Do I want to commit to driving it all seasons if I need to? Do I want to stick with just rear-wheel drive? Yeah.
Are you considering with the LX the ability to tow?
I am.
Does that? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Ian,
Yeah.
I've watched more videos about that Toyota BRZ Lexus V8 swap.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that might be your next track car, dude. Like, it looks amazing. I might just want to build one just to build one. Like, dude, it looks incredible. So, I don't know.
Sounds fun.
Right? Yeah. I don't know, almost 400 horsepower in a BRZ with a Toyota V8.
That sounds super fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Right? And so I don't want to spring a purchasing decision on you.
On me.
Like, you're my boy, know?
Okay, well, here's the other question. Do you have space in your garage for an LX? Like, it wouldn't be too tall?
I don't think it would. Yeah, I would. And one of the things about the LX is I don't want a lifted one. I don't want like a different ride height. I don't want the giant chonky tires. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just want the one that's easier to get in and out on a daily basis, more comfortable to ride in. Yeah. So downside of those LXs is it's like 12 miles to the gallon in the city. Whereas because it has like I think still just a 5-speed transmission with, like all the lockers and all that stuff, stuff that I'm never going to use. Right. And I have access to an SUV,
True.
Right. But I don't have the ability to tow anything. So, yeah, I don't know.
I think the question is, how often would you tow something?
Right.
And is it worth the upgrade? I mean, it would be nice probably to have a car with 4-wheel drive.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You kind of arrange your life to not have to drive in the snow that often, right? Like,
correct. Yeah. The last time I did, when it was like oh shit, the weather's bad and we have to go, was when I cut my fingers. Or no, what was it? I had my wife had a sinus infection and she cut her fingers like with the mandolin and I had like a horrible like earache or something and we both had to go to urgent care
during a snowstorm.
Yeah, yes, the most entertaining couple in the universe. We know how to party, right? And so I drove the Fiat with snow tires and it crushed it. It was perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I need to buy new snow tires because the previous ones were dry rotting. So I had to get rid of those, and they're really hard to find for the Fiat. So I don't know. I'm in this weird kind of like flux where there's stuff I need to do and want to do, but I don't know. Yeah, I will genuinely look into kind of like the JDM ownership stuff of kind of like the higher end sedans. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it could be cool.
It could, right? Yeah. Because, I mean, ultimately, like if it's basically the same as the Lexus LS when it comes to drivetrain, stuff like that, yeah. I mean, my LS was made proper in Japan, and so are the 2013s to 2017s. So that's like the only car that Lexus made that they're like, no, we have to keep assembling this in Japan.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought they had moved some of that to the States.
For all the other models, the LS, they're like, nope, it's staying in Japan. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. So, yeah. Beyond like, okay, then other options, if we're talking 460L, then then the option for LS 600H comes into play.
Okay.
So this is
when did that get introduced? Was
that's been available for a long time. So that was available in the generation that I have, which I have a 2008. I can't remember the bookends of my generation, but I know it stops in 2012. It was available for the generation I have. And the 2013 to 2017s as well. 5-liter V8, hybrid system, all-wheel drive, and air suspension.
Ooh. How do the batteries hold up, and how does the air suspension hold up? Because the air suspension is like scary, right?
I do not know, and really, really bad.
Okay. So you would if you did that, you would swap to static.
I would probably coil over it. Yeah. I would. But then again, like, do I want to spend like $3 or $4 grand on suspension when I just get the car, myself, right? But then again, how much is the LS 600H discounted because it has clapped out air suspension?
Yeah, totally. Like, if you can get one for super cheap because the air suspension is collapsed, and you just know like you're going to do that swap anyway.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
Interesting.
Right.
Okay. I didn't realize you were thinking about that.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to bring you in at the ground floor because last time I surprised you with an LS. Yeah. You didn't know I was actually buying another car. Like, you knew that the Infiniti was overheaty and stuff like that, but you didn't know like that I actually had moved forward with a purchase. So yeah, I don't know. My wife and I were.
So here's what I want the listeners to do.
Okay.
I want them to contact me on Blue Sky and give me more terrible ideas to pollute your mind with while you try to make this very important decision.
I did think about a Cadillac CTS-V earlier.
See? Yeah. Now we're talking.
Yeah, but then it's like, am I going to do a track day with my daily driver? No, I'm not, Ian. No, I'm not.
I mean, you could.
Right. I could, but I'm not going to.
But I won't. Yeah.
Right?
Fine.
And then I was thinking about being in the same situation as your dad, where his daily driver's faster than his track car, right? Like, if my daily driver is the thing that like destroys my Fiat in a straight line, then what am I doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, I just want to pat myself on the back because I have not once mentioned the words W12 Phaeton.
Ian, I can guarantee you that if you go look on Carvana and on CarMax and you sort by engine cylinders, 12, a Phaeton does not show up.
Really? Oh, you did look?
Yeah, I looked. We all get a little crazy sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
And I have done 0 searches for Maserati Quattroportes.
Yeah, that's probably smart. Probably smart.
But then again, I typically do the opposite of what you say. So, shit.
See?
Yeah. What I need to do is teach you how to gaslight me into an insane purchase decision.
No, see, but I don't think Maserati Quattroporte fits you. I don't think that you would be happy with that.
Okay,
it's not your vibe.
Okay.
It's not your vibe. It's a little too shouty.
Yes.
And a little too like, raw, look at me, right?
Right.
Like the Fiat 500 is a little shouty, but it's, hey guys.
Right. Yeah, it's like rare.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, Phaeton though, that is you.
Yeah, it is, right? That's the thing, is that like that, if you want to distill my automotive taste into a vehicle, it really is W12 Phaeton. It is.
Yeah. Over-engineered, understated.
Right.
Fast, big. Yeah.
It just doesn't have the reliability.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just too damn sensible.
Yeah. Or like a big body Audi A8 S8. I think that rules itself out because I'd be the third owner of it, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. M5, probably the same thing, right?
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I wonder truly how an all-wheel drive LS would do in the snow with snow tires. You know?
I'm sure it'd be great.
Yeah, right? It's a big, heavy
Yeah,
car.
I'm sure it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Are any of the Genesis, do you like any of the Genesis cars?
You know what? That's a great point. I really do like the Genesis cars. Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But I think
'Cause
that
if I remember right, I don't think their resale is great.
no, it's
I think
not. Dude,
Yeah.
LS resale is so crazy good. I mean, I'm looking
Yeah.
at 10-year-old cars that are $30,000.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But then again, right? It's electric.
It's hard. Yeah, it's a trade-off, right?
Right.
I mean, you're probably not going to have a ton of maintenance costs, but you're going to pay for it on the front end. So
Right. Yeah. I don't know. And I've never had a car like that I've worked on that I walked away from so happy than when I did a brake job on the LS a little while ago, where I was like, that was a freaking pleasure. Like,
right. They thought about it before they put it together.
Everything made perfect sense. And it just like,
yeah,
all of the fasteners were way bigger than they needed to be, you know? Nothing. You didn't worry about anything being fragile. Yeah. I don't know.
That's pretty awesome.
Right? Yeah. It's a cool car, man. It's a cool car. And I love that V8. It's just so nice. Yeah. But I don't know. So, keep me posted on thoughts.
I will noodle. I'm going to noodle on that.
Yeah. I figured you'd like that. Yeah. But
next week I'll bring a list of terrible ideas.
But also I am willing to, my wife and I have been talking about, like, there's a few kind of places we want to hit. Like, I really want to hit a couple barbecue places in Texas. Like, that's a bucket list thing for me, so like flying into Dallas or Houston or something like that and road tripping back home. Those kinds of things are completely on the table. This does not have to just be Colorado local. Yeah.
Okay.
So
interesting.
Yeah. Nationwide searches in Auto Tempest and cars.com and all that fun stuff.
The greatest way to make a day disappear.
Right. So my wife and I, like, I even called a dealership in Houston about an LS that they had, but I got kind of sketched out from the sales guy. So like I put that one away, but like we were at the point where like I was getting ready to call a credit union, booking flights, like lining up schedules with the barbecue places that were going to be open. Cause one of them is only open Saturday, starting at 8 a.m. until they sell out. That's it.
Oh shit.
Right. Yeah. Stuff like that.
You gotta get some burnt ends at 8:30 in the morning.
Dude, honestly, you have to get in line at like 4 a.m. It's at Snow's that Chef's
God.
Table was, they did a Chef's Table barbecue about. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Wow.
We came close. But then like just weird vibe. Yeah. From the sales guy, which there's sales guys and there's a bar of weird vibes I'm willing to accept. But then there's like, oh no, like I'm hanging up the phone now.
Yeah, I totally understand. Yes, right? Absolutely. Yeah. I have had those before as well.
Yeah. So anyway, there you go, ma'am.
Okay. Well, that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
What else do you want to talk about?
I like
some autocross reports.
Yeah, they sent out the pictures of autocross from the Porsche event, and here I can just kind of throw this in the shared.
Are there pictures of the carnage? That's all I want to know.
No, there are not. There are not. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look at him.
So
he's so cute.
So here's my little beep boy. Right.
Oh. Yeah, the best.
Yep, almost tripoding as I go.
Almost tripoding.
Right. Oh, look at me, race face. I got my game face on. Yeah. But
that's great.
Thanks, man. I think my goals for next season are I want a better understanding of how my sway bars are working together and kind of the overall vehicle balance. Because I feel like I'm still getting some excessive lean on the outer wheel when I want to try to keep the front as flat as I can, because right now this inner tire is not doing much work on the, in this turn,
I think the trade-off though is that if I understand sway bars right, and I'm almost certainly don't.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah.
But I think that the trade-off is if you stiffen the front sway bar, that will mean that you will lose traction in the front sooner.
Right.
And it will become less pointy, which is what you want though, right? So like you would dial in you would get more grip, but you would probably also get more understeer.
Right. And I watched a YouTube video about like just a very brief thing talking about that, like if you want to make changes in the front, you need to take both into consideration, the front and the rear, like that
especially with a front wheel drive car.
Right. And with 65% of the weight up front, right? Like what do I do? Like, or do I put in some kind of like a bigger bump stop to keep that from pivoting over? Like, I think some suspension stuff and driver mods, I think, are kind of what I would like to focus on for next season, Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't think body roll is not terrible. Like,
right.
It's not bad. And I think it's I mean, the last time I drove this car anyway, I felt like it was totally manageable.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the fastest way to set it up, but it's fun.
Right. It is fun. And going to the slightly more narrow tire and kind of like triangulating that sidewall, I think has given me more protection from rollover, like rolling the bead. So,
okay.
Yeah. So I think that was a good change. Yeah. So I think I'm going to stick with the 16-inch wheels and the tires that I have, which is good because I have 2 completely untouched tires in my basement and 2 tires that have like just three sessions on them essentially. So for next season. So I'm good on tires, Yeah. And I have a boost leak thing that I need to figure out. I still got to get that dialed. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking, like see what I can do to maybe just kind of get that balance like a little bit more shaken out, I have adjustable sway bar.
Triple the size of the turbo. Got it. Yep. Yep. No, that makes sense. It's a good idea.
If there's a boost leak, you can only find it with more boost, right?
It stands to reason. You triple the boost.
Right.
And send it, and then it doesn't matter if there's a boost leak because you're losing less as a percentage.
Then my car's on fire. Cool.
Yeah, don't think about it that much. Just go fast. Go roomy rooms.
Yeah. Okay. You got it, man.
And nitrous. We're going to do a nitrous as well. Method injection. 1,000 horsepower is what I'm hearing.
Yes. Let's do it. Yeah. So I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And my goal for autocross, my main goal for autocross next season is do as many events as I possibly can. I'm going to try to do all the BMW ones and all the Porsche ones. I found out that at the Porsche ones, you cannot have passengers. Only instructors can ride along. So like if you came with me, we wouldn't be able to ride together. And that's one of the most delightful things about autocrossing with my friends is riding with them. Hello.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's a weird rule.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So I don't know if they think like, I don't know, somebody's going to get egged on or what? I don't know. Yeah. So
maybe they're trying to keep people from having an advantage of seeing too many laps of the track.
I think that's it. Yeah. Which, okay, sure. But it's the Porsche club.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So I don't know.
Nobody's getting sponsorship off of that.
Right. Yeah. So since like kind of like stuff with our Lemons team is very much in flux, like what do you want to do next season when it comes to car stuff? Like what are you thinking, buddy?
I don't know. I mean, I definitely want to get my car back on track and get it to. I need to fix the brakes because I was getting big vibration in the brakes.
Okay.
I think I just didn't bed them properly when I the last time I changed pads. So I want to change those out and get those dialed so that way I can do full sessions and really reliably kind of have like an all day track day again.
Yes.
Because I had the car there for a while and now it's like and it's not there now because I lose confidence in the brakes after a few laps, which is no fun for anybody.
Yeah. And I am 1,000% here for doing that wrenching. I would love to do that mechanical work, with you
and
for you on you.
But I'm also right at 150,000 miles and I haven't done timing chains ever.
Okay.
And I'm on the original clutch. Like there's a few things that like need to probably happen this year.
Okay.
So those bigger things I want to do this winter.
Oh, okay.
If possible. So,
okay.
And I'm going to take it someplace to do chain guides.
Sure.
Because the chains themselves are fine.
Right.
They can stretch, but it usually doesn't happen for a long, long time. But the plastic guides will wear.
Yeah.
And those are all original right now.
Wow. Okay.
So, I mean, the car has been honestly like the engine has been completely reliable. Like I change oil in it and that is it.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I don't do anything.
Right.
So I need to do all that. And brakes, maybe a suspension refresh, but that's getting expensive. So we'll see. We'll see what I can get done. Yeah.
Wait, what brand of dampeners do you have on there today?
I have Coney yellows.
Okay. So like you can send them out for a rebuild, like that whole thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you wanted to, or you could spring for like the Olin's or something. Like you said,
upgrade to Bilsteins. Yep.
I think Olin's are the way.
Filter. Oh yeah. The Olin's are supposed to be really good for that car. Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. The filter I have. Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah. The bad decision filter.
Right.
Is really, really working well tonight.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man.
And then I don't know. I want to figure out how to do lemons next year too, but we'll see.
Yes, I want you to at minimum arrive and drive and just I ride shotgun with you for a day, for like just wrenching, being there because one of my favorite things is seeing my friends on the track racing. So I love that so much. So yeah.
Hopefully we can make something happen. So.
Yes. Yeah. The Lemons folks have a new matchmaking system now. It was previously their OK Stupid system. Now I think that they have an actual app that allows for like a lot more communication and a dedicated thing. Yeah. For matchmaking.
I hadn't seen that. I'll have to check that out.
Ian, I read the Lemons emails. Ian.
Oh, yeah. I read those.
Yeah. Let me look. Yeah. 24 hours of Lemons. Matchmaking. Team up, solo driver matchmaker, page 1. Oh, that's a forum post. Yeah, okay, stupid Facebook. Yeah, I can't remember, but they did send an email out about a new kind of driver platform.
Interesting.
Thing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, for sure.
Very cool.
If I find it in my inbox, I'll send it over. Yeah. Nice. Buddy.
Sweet.
Okay. Yeah.
What else do we think? Should we do an album of the week?
Yes, and I did want to tell you that I haven't had a chance to listen to the Tame Impala album yet, but I definitely want to. That's still on my list. Yeah.
Okay. So this week we're gonna go classic indie rock.
Okay.
Later Britpop record. We're gonna go with Spiritualized. Ladies and gentlemen, we are floating in space.
Yeah, there you go.
It's been kind of gray and cool and rainy in St. Louis, and I've been walking around a bunch with my headphones on, and this has been a perfect soundtrack for that.
Yeah, I get that because there's like cold weather albums where like there's a bite to them. Then there's a cold weather. Mm-hmm. There's like cold weather albums that like they're not necessarily like warm, but they're just like, I don't know. They're just more immersive, I guess, or not as like biting. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the good, like the first time you walk outside and you have to put a jacket on
Yeah.
and bundle up,
Right.
put your hood up with your headphones on. This is great for that.
Nice, man. Okay.
Yeah, I love this record. I love this record so much. Are you a Spiritualized fan or you're because you like Pulp, right? That's your
I do like Pulp, but I also love Spiritualized. Yeah, I love that whole, my best friend growing up was a huge Suede fan. And so he was my inroad to Pulp and Blur and like all like, years before that, like Queensryche and U2 and stuff like that. He was like that musical, like that. Oh, I don't have an older brother, but that kind of like older brother influence on me.
Sure.
And then, when he came out and was a gay club kid, he was like my inroad for tons of like electronic music and dance music,
Okay.
And so,
nice.
But
all right.
Yeah. And then that evolved really into like a complete obsession with Britpop and Suede. I love you, Jason. Thank you for introducing me to all of this stuff, but yeah, absolutely Spiritualized. I love it. It's fantastic. I think that like there's times where when I was younger, I don't think I appreciated it in the way that I can now because I was like, like fucking Aphex Twin is just going to make my face melt in 3 minutes, right? Instead of like just sitting in something.
Right. Yeah.
Even though selected ambient works.
This is a very different vibe than Aphex Twin.
Right. Yeah.
They do different things.
Yes.
It's like, why would you buy a minivan when you could have a Corvette? And it's like, well, they do different things.
Right. Why would you buy a W12 Bentley Flying Spur with twin turbos? Yes.
Mm-hmm. When you could have a Miata. And you're like, well, those are two different cars because that's why.
Yep.
They're two different genres. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, I do like this album and I would really like to revisit it because I haven't listened to it for a while. Yeah. It's been a minute.
I think that this holds up better than most Britpop. I think Spiritualized in particular, like it doesn't sound of its time. Like it sounds like it could be from any time.
Yeah.
In a way that like, I mean, you listen to Oasis and you're like, this is from the 90s.
Right. Yeah.
And I think a lot of Blur is that way, less so, but like definitely Pulp is that way.
Pulp is 1,000% that way. Yeah.
Right. And whereas I think Spiritualized definitely sounds like it's still nothing sounds quite like it. So
right. It sounded futuristic then and it sounds futuristic now. Right.
Totally.
Yeah. You're spot on. Yeah. I dig that, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take a listen to Ladies and Gentlemen, We Were Floating in Space. One of the best records of the 90s.
Yeah. And if there was a record for quantity of substances imbibed during album production, I think like Spiritualized probably takes the cake.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's probably true.
Yep. Crazy.
I need to find out if my dad has ever listened to this record because I think he would actually really like it.
Okay. Yeah.
And I don't know that he's ever heard it because it's really good. And I think it's up his. It's if you like prog rock sort of stuff.
Yeah.
This is sort of the 90s equivalent to that, where it's very ambitious and grand sounding.
Yes. Yeah.
And orchestral and all that. So it's really cool.
Yeah. I see like this as a direct jumping off point for like battles and rat-tat-tat. Like if you're like looking at like the rock genre kind of offshoots of this. Yeah, absolutely. That kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where it's at. Nice. Spiritualized.
Thank you.
Okay.
I thought you would like that.
Yeah. Nice, dude. Okay. Awesome, man. Okay.
Dave, I think we did a car/transportation show today.
Yes.
We talked about trains.
Yeah. Transit adjacent. Uh-huh.
Yeah. I love it.
Okay.
apexadjacent at Gmail, 720-515-1391. Anything else?
No, show us your cars. Yeah, send us pictures of your cars, apexadjacent at gmail.com. Like Ian said, year in show us your cars. So yeah, you send us your car,
absolutely.
Tell us stuff about it if you want, or don't. Just send us a random picture of your car, maybe as blurry as possible. We'll talk about it, but we condense all that into a year in show. Yeah. And so send us your cars, apexadjacent@gmail.com.
Yes, absolutely. Everybody, thank you. We love you. Goodbye.